Survival before civilization. Why one mistake could kill an entire tribe. Naru's hands shake as she grinds the pale root into powder. The whole tribe depends on what happens next. One wrong move, one contaminated batch, and everyone dies. How could something so small destroy something so large? She's been foraging since dawn, collecting roots from the river bank that her mother taught her to identify. The pale ones, the ones with 3 leaves, the ones that taste slightly sweet when you bite them. Except today, she found something different. A root that looked almost identical. Almost. And now she can't remember which pile she put it in. In a tribe of 60 people, there's no room for mistakes, no hospitals, no second chances. This is the brutal reality of survival before civilization, and it explains why ancient peoples developed such strict rules about food preparation, medicine, and knowledge transfer. One person's carelessness didn't just affect that person. It rippled through the entire community like poison through water. Naru's tribe depends on her foraging expertise. She knows which plants heal wounds, which ones reduce fever, which ones help with pain during childbirth. But she also knows that nature is deceptive. The most nutritious roots often have toxic cousins. The most healing plants can kill you in the wrong dose. And the consequences of getting it wrong aren't a trip to the emergency room. They're death, slow, painful, contagious. She decides to test the roots the way her grandmother taught her. She takes a tiny piece of the questionable batch and places it on her tongue. Bitter. Wrong. She spits it out immediately and throws the entire pile into the fire. Better to lose one day's food than poison the tribe's healer and cripple their survival chances. But this moment reveals something profound about prehistoric life. Every single person was essential. There were no replacements. If Naru died, the tribe lost their medical knowledge. If the hunter died, they lost their best tracker. If the firekeeper made a mistake and let the flames die during winter, the entire tribe froze. This is why knowledge was so carefully protected and passed down. This is why apprenticeships lasted years. This is why mistakes were often fatal lessons that the tribe learned collectively. Consider what happened when someone misidentified a water source. Contaminated water doesn't just make one person sick, it spreads through the entire camp. Children die first, pregnant women miscarry, the elderly follow. Within weeks, a thriving tribe could collapse into a desperate handful of survivors. Or imagine a hunter who didn't properly prepare a kill. He leaves the meat exposed, flies lay eggs. The entire food supply becomes infested. The tribe starves while watching their stored resources rot. Even social mistakes had catastrophic consequences. If someone violated the tribe's laws about sharing resources, it created resentment. Resentment split the group. A split tribe couldn't hunt effectively, couldn't defend territory, couldn't survive the next winter. Naru watches her tribe gather around the evening fire. They're laughing, sharing stories, completely unaware of how close they came to disaster. They trust her expertise, they trust her judgment, and that trust is heavier than any stone she's ever carried. This is what separates survival before civilization from our modern world. We have systems, we have backups, we have the luxury of individual mistakes because our society is built to absorb them. But back then, every person was a critical system. Every decision mattered. Every mistake had consequences that echoed through generations. One person's error didn't just change their own life, it changed everything.